In my zone of television viewership, we have a program here called Chronicle, which features stories of New England. And recently I saw an episode about a restaurant called Seraldi's in Wellfleet, Massachusetts. I know that a lot of you live near me, and so you might have seen the show too. The restaurant has one and only one seating per night. So everyone gathers in one place at one time. And each night features one 7-course meal. And the meal differs depending on what the chef found at the farmer's market that morning. So you don't know what you're going to get until you show up. The food is grown locally by farmers who know one another and the restaurant owners whose names are Michael and Jesse Seraldi, hence the name of the restaurant. Diners are all served the same thing at the same time, and they might have driven past the farms where the food was grown on their way to dinner. Well, when I saw this, my imagination came alive as I inwardly digested, pun intended, and connected this to the body of Christ we solemnize today. Is the body of Christ the food? Is it the diners? Is it the servers, the growers and the harvesters, the chef, the place, the time? Is it the feeling of connection and community, dare I say communion? I believe the answer is yes to all of that and more. In our first reading from Exodus today, we hear that when Moses came to the people and related all the words and all the laws of the one God, they all answered with one voice. And so I say, how is this connected to the body of Christ, which, by the way, is a concept that was not yet realized at the time of the writing of the Exodus? Might it be connected to the one word heard by all, the one God, the one voice of the one people gathered all together there? Perhaps yes to all of that and more. The psalmist makes this vow, but he makes it, he or she makes it in the presence of all the people. And Paul writes to the people that Jesus is this mediator of a covenant between God and the people. And then the Gospel of Mark speaks of a gathering in one place at one time when Jesus offers a new thing, a new covenant. And it's so simple and so inclusive. It's just simply take it. Take it. This is my body. No quid pro quo, just take it. And he took the cup and he gave thanks. He just gave it to them and they all drank from it. I discovered in preparing and reading commentaries, this painting that I'm going to show to you on the screen. And I'm going to try to describe it for those who can't see the screen. Let's see, where is it? Okay, so it's by Tintoretto, Jacopo Tintoretto. So it's messy. It's messier than Da Vinci's Last Supper. The table, for example, is diagonal across the screen. People are all over the place and they're all doing all different things in this showing. Just as I believe the people in the Exodus reading, all those people gathered, they might have been all together in one place, but their minds were all over the place. Ask any human, anytime, that's what's going on. Same with the us gathered here today, right? We're all different people thinking about different things with different histories, different family situations, different everything. And that is true certainly in this in this rendering of the Last Supper, and it was true of the people who gathered 2,000 years ago at the Last Supper. So just to hone in on some of what's going on in this painting, because I want to use it to sort of ask all of us, including myself, of course, Where are you? Right? So sometimes we're right there, intimately close to the warm touch of Jesus, right there with Jesus, right? Sometimes that happens. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes that doesn't happen, right? This is a depiction of Judas who's on the wrong side of the table. He has no glow around him. Sometimes in my life, I am feeling guilt or shame or all of those feelings where I come to God and maybe I haven't even come to the place yet where I'm asking for forgiveness. Sometimes that's how we are. Sometimes we're far from Jesus, right? We're way at the end and we're trying our best. We're trying to listen, we're trying to hear, we're trying to be attentive, and yet despite all that trying, which is not for nothing, we're still feeling a little bit on the distant side. Maybe the distractions are getting in the way. And then sometimes we are in the distraction, right? The world has totally taken over and we are not paying attention to what God's saying to us, right? We're just there. Other times, we're busy tending to the needs of a broken world. We are busy. We are working. We might be overwhelmed, overtaxed. And then other times, like a kitty cat, we're just who we are, beloved of God, without really trying. I'm fascinated with this person and wonder if she might be yearning for a place at the table which human constructs have excluded from her. So I just wonder, oh, and by the way, take a look at all the angels hovering over above the whole thing. And I wonder who at the table is even aware of that. We all come with our differences. We all come with whatever it is that we bear when we show up every single Sunday. Perhaps none of these apply to you, so I ask, where are you today? No matter where any one of us is on any one day, still we gather, still we join together to become who we are, the body of Christ, alive in our world today.